Lo que es bueno. This is your man Flipping Lincoln. It's another episode or another day. Uh, I'm the host of Cars, My Best Friend, of course, and has a little quick little thing to talk about. When I'm watching car videos, especially cars that are from the 60s and 70s that only come with one mirror on the driver's side, you see people spend all this money on engine, brakes, rear ends, transmissions, turbos, supercharged, stuff like that. Why has no one ever put a freaking another mirror on there? Now you got this 5, 6, 800,000 horsepower car, 13-inch brakes, and yet if you're doing 110, 115 down the highway and you're switching lanes, you have no mirror. Now that just throws me off when you see car builders or an individual spend, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars, not 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 on a vehicle, and you only have one mirror. Yes, at the time during that day and age, that was legal to have one mirror. Now, it's not. But it's also for major safety. And I can tell you this personally. Having a mirror when you're going down the highway at speed and people are coming up behind you or beside you or whatever, or you're switching lanes and someone's in your blind spot, it definitely helps to have that mirror. And when you have a car like, I'll give you a perfect example. I watched like 2 videos today on a 69 Continental and I think a 60 miles Continental. And both the builds that I watched, they did all this work to it, paint, interior, all this really cool stuff, speakers, the entire trunk was done, and yet no passenger side mirror. And that's a big conundrum for me at that type of money you're spending. And one of them cars was a SEMA build. This is my thing. All right, so I'm a Lincoln guy. Like, I don't know if all y'all know that I'm a big Lincoln guy. I own 4 Lincolns currently. 2000 Navigator, a 97 a 2000 Navigator, a 97 Continental, a 87 Town Car, and a 94 Mark 8. And a really good, easy, cheap fix for the 60s models Continentals. If you're doing a mirror swap or upgrading to a better mirror, is actually get one from the 80s Town Car. Any of the ones through the 80s. They're very similar in shape. Only difference is the ones on the Town Car in the 80s are just a little fatter as far as the thickness of it. Same general shape. You're still talking about very rectangular, still a rectangular mirror. It's not going to throw off the physical aesthetics of the vehicle, but also it's going to add a lot more functionality and safety, because the ones in the 80s, especially in the later 80s, like my 87, I believe has heated mirrors, and also has a little thermometer attached to as well. And you can find those relatively cheap anywhere, junkyard, eBay, and probably spend maybe only $100 on them, maybe 200, maybe $100 per side or less. So if you have $40,000 wrapped into a build, why not spend an extra couple hundred and get some decent mirrors? So when you're taking this twin turbo or 5 horsepower plus monster down the road with your big bear brakes or whatever you got on there, you'll be able to see what's going on. Because people forget these cars are over 10 feet long, some of them. And that's a lot of real estate to be keeping an eye on. When some, dude with some Honda Civic comes up, think he's a Vin Diesel and Fast and the Furious, or some soccer mom not paying attention. It's definitely important to be safe out there, no matter how fast or slow you're going. That's what the racers say, drag racing, keep it in between the lines, And above all else, you gotta look out for yourself versus anyone else, because sometimes the bad driver is not you, it's everyone else. So like I say, if you spend that type of money on a build, definitely put mirrors on it. Not just for your safety, for everyone else's. I'm telling you right now, mirrors have saved my life several times. And my dad, when he was alive, him and I used to have conversation about mirrors and high speeds, and a really good driver, when you're actually driving and you got real deal skill, you can actually, when you set your mirrors properly, you should almost be able to glance, tilt your head only maybe 10 degrees right and left, and you should be able to see everything around you when your mirrors are set properly. I remember going on road trips with my father, and one of the first things he would do, clean his physical glasses, and then say, all right, man, adjust the mirrors for me. No matter if we were towing a trailer or just going on a road trip, the first thing he's do every time is adjust those mirrors, because again, you never know what's gonna come your way at speed. And when you're doing 60, 70, 80, 80 miles an hour down the highway, it's very important to do that. So I implore everyone out there. I'm looking around because I'm at work, I'm trying to be low key and everything. I implore everyone out there, no matter what you're building, put some freaking mirrors on your car. Stop skimping out. If you can spend $5,000 on some wheels, then you can spend some money on some mirrors. You spend $10,000 on paint, then you can spend a couple hundred on some mirrors. Get your mirrors up, people. Talk to y'all later.